Hello everybody, my name is Pravus and welcome back to more Crusader Kings 3! You guys thought I was going to go an entire week without playing a Paradox game? Ridiculous, that'll never happen. Alright, so, I think we're going to start up another achievement run today, and the specific achievement that I have in mind is called the Norman Yoke, which requires that we play as William the Bastard, later to be known as William the Conqueror, who leads the Norman invasion of England. Obviously a pretty pivotal figure in history. This is going to be happening around the time where England is going to be in turmoil after the death of King Edward, and King Harold takes the throne, but finds himself under attack by William the Bastard, as well as King Harold of Norway, all claiming that the English throne rightfully belongs to them, and we're going to prove that William indeed is the rightful King of England. To win this achievement, starting as William the Bastard, we are going to have to successfully invade England and take the throne, and then we are going to have to adopt an English culture ourselves and only have vassals in the Kingdom of England of English culture, really solidifying that culture. That's kind of the entire point here. So we're going to find out how well this is going to work. Now, one thing I'm concerned about is I have heard in this latest patch that all the achievements where you have to start as a particular character are bugged and unearnable if you stop the game, save, and walk away and have to reload. If we play it all in one setting, well, maybe it's going to be okay. We're going to find out. Worst come to worst, this should make for a pretty fun playthrough, and therefore, if we have to restart and I just have to do it in my own time to get the achievement, alright, that's fine. Let's just try to actually, fulfill the conditions, and I can say the achievement rightfully belongs to me, right? Okay, here we are in Normandy, playing as Duke William II. We have 21 marshals to start off and about 5,000 men. That is not half bad. We are ambitious, diligent, and brave. 3 very solid traits, and a brilliant strategist. All of this ends up being quite good. We are going to be a very, very good tactician. We are a subject of King Philippe of France, but that will likely change as soon as I rightfully take the throne of England myself. If we take a look at England, over here, King Harold II Godwinson, who is not quite as good at martial as I am, but he's still pretty strong with a large kingdom. He's pretty good here. He is arbitrary, arrogant, and ambitious. Okay, he's an organizer, and he's robust. Ooh, fun, and an overseer. This guy's gonna be pretty nasty, but he also is defending against King Harold of Norway up over here, who is even better than all of us. Yeah, once I take the throne of England, I'm somehow going to have to ward him off. This is going to get a little bit on the tricksy side, I will say. Just a little bit on the tricksy side. Alright, let's take a look at some of these different issues. Now, we do start at war, so there's really no option but to immediately go for it here. The war started officially 7 days ago. So we have to, commit ourselves and actually go and fight. That's really our only choice. I would love to secure some alliances, if at all possible. I do have, let's say, a half-brother who is my spy master, who I could ally off to somebody. And it might be worthwhile in order to try to get some sort of an ally. For example, perhaps the King of Denmark, bring them in. That could be pretty decent for us, Just saying. Yeah, let's marry you off, and we're gonna go ahead and secure that alliance with, Denmark. We'll do that. And I should have another brother, right down over here. There you are. But you're already married. How highly unfortunate. Okay, well, what about my half-sister? Nah, she's married too. Darn it, why did my siblings all get married? I could have used them for different alliances. It would have been better. No, it's fine. All right. So we should be getting, any moment now, a pop-up about getting a marriage with Denmark, and that will certainly be quite good for me. I would like to get some additional knights. We know that we are going to need some of that. Actually, we already have 10. They've already been managed, and we have all of that set, so that's good. Want to make sure that you have as many knights as possible, just as a general rule. Always want to be up to 10, because sometimes they make a big difference, Sometimes they do make a difference. Okay, so, let's see, we're making 3.8 gold. What I could do is I could spend some cash to try and get myself some men at arms, and that's not half bad. We would get about 100 men on each of these. Or, a little bit cheaper option would be for me to hire up some mercenaries, which is showing up right here. Now, these guys are going to cost me a little bit, but if I were to bring in, let's say, the Iron Arms Company and the Company of Bretons, they're relatively cheap, and just the numbers advantage alone could make my life a lot easier. So I am going to go ahead and hire out all of these mercenaries, and we're going to have to win this war in the next, 3 years, if we want to get our money's worth, if at all possible. We're also going to raise up the rest of our armies down over here and make sure all that's taken care of. As far as the King of Norway, question, could I possibly get you murdered? Well, right now it's saying no, probably not. But if we could get him killed so that the war is invalidated with England, that makes my life a heck of a lot easier. Unfortunately, it looks like not many people are interested in joining in on this. I could go for the 20% here. I just realized I'm not in Iron Man mode. Right, give me 1 second, I'll be right back. There we go, much better, and it doesn't look like it actually changed my stats in any significant way, so I think that's going to be fine. Alright, sorry about that. Always important to make sure you're on that Iron Man mode if you actually want to do this. Okay, so let's see. We could invite a couple of people. Let's see, another 18% plus another 17%. I mean, in exchange for a fair chunk of money, we might be able to actually get something to work. The only problem is this is going to cost me a lot of money, but it might actually be the most cost-effective way of actually getting the king dead, if that's even possible. My question is there anybody who's close, like this archbishop, for example? If I were to try and sway them for a little bit, could we possibly get you on our side and bribe you to also join in the plot? Killing off the king that way is a completely viable option, right? In the meantime, though, we do at the very least have... Hello? Oh, sorry, I married Norway. Wait, that's not what I meant to do. You know what? Maybe it's fine. Hang on. We'll still try to get you killed and just see what happens there. Just make sure that nothing happens. But I'm actually curious. If we are married and have an alliance, like formally, instead of with Denmark, my mistake. If we're married to Norway and we have that alliance, are you even going to continue staying at war? It's a good question. Don't know the answer. Alright, so we're going to send our army off into the ocean. Now, one big difference in CK3 as opposed to CK2. Ooh, hello. Let's go for it. And we have Tattletale. Okay, somebody hasn't kept their mouth shut. Well, that sucks. One big difference in CK3 is you no longer need to raise fleet levies. You just go onto the water and pay some money, and it automatically moves your folks over. So you can see that we're actually now in a bit of debt because we did that, but that's honestly okay. We're going to siege down a couple of forts, and I'm sure we're going to get our money back one way or another. Don't think it's going to end up being that big of a deal. Could go for an alliance with my brother. I guess I might as well do that. Why not? Could call in my ally as well. Yeah, could do so. It would make things a bit easier, but the thing is, he's kind of already in his own war, so I'm not sure how that's all going to work, to be honest. King Philippe has passed limited crown authority. Okay. Taxes are reduced, and we get a county. The thing is, I don't really think that we need another county. Nice as this is, I'm going to say that I would like to have some extra cash to just get rid of the debt and stuff. That'd be fine. There we go. Alright, let's keep going here. We just got to win the siege real quick. Now, one thing to note is when you do land your armies, they do have a pretty massive, I think it's morale or supply penalty to start off. Either way, if someone attacks a recently landed army, they're going to stomp them. So be very wary whenever you have to do that. Getting a good beachhead is very, very important. My poor wife already has contracted consumption. Wow, alright, let's see if we can get ourselves some sort of a physician. We have a physician, yes, okay, that's not bad. And then we have a torturer. I think I'll pass on that one. 50 gold! Alright. I guess we'll just go ahead and do that. Alright, fine. Be cautious, don't do any more than's necessary. Reduce disease systems for 5 years. I'm not sure how much difference that's going to end up making, but okay. So let's go ahead and split off the army. I'm going to take half of you guys and go up here into Hampshire. And the other half is going to stay relatively nearby just in case we need to reinforce. So I would not be surprised if pretty soon we see the English army of Harold coming down. Soon-ish. Alright, let's see. Hasn't enough blood been spent? You want to do a peace deal. White peace. No, I have no interest in a white peace. That seems absolutely ridiculous. We do need a lifestyle, and it would probably make sense to go for, let's say... Honestly, I think the authority focus, in part because I'm going to have some trouble controlling our new territories once I have successfully gained England, so a little bit of extra control would be good. And my wife is already dead! Okay, so that physician was not even slightly worth the money. Here comes all their forces, that's fine, we're just going to sit here for a bit. They're going out onto the water, probably so they can go land here again, which actually means it's going to be a very good opportunity for me to go kill them. Or they're going to go somewhere else. Okay. A well-timed bribe. Okay, what's a little gold after all? Let's go for a little bit more murder progress. If I have to kill my uncle-in-law, I guess is who he is, that's probably fine, right? Okay, let's see. I am not married. Well, who's somebody I could marry and get a really good alliance? Wouldn't be bad to marry, let's say, I don't know, sister of the Kingdom of France or something. That could be pretty cool if that were an option. Not seeing any really good baronies here. Let's just go ahead and sort by alliance power real quick. Bavaria, Bohemia, Lorraine, A bunch of things I don't think I really care about. None of these guys are great. None of them are local enough that they'd be beneficial to me in a war. Okay. Austria. No. Alright, forget that. Let's instead sort by relevance and go for a filter. I gotta find myself a new queen. I wasn't expecting any of that. We'll go for like a 5-year age difference. Of course, it has to be an adult already, preferably a fertile. Some inheritable traits would be awesome. Can we get that? Sure, the Earldom of Bedford, and also a pretty woman who's got pretty good stewardship stats. Wouldn't be half bad. Also Anglo-Saxon. Yeah, that's not bad. We also then have a genius, though. This genius is pretty tempting. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the genius. Saxon, sure, but it's fine with me. Let's go for the genius. Let's see if we can go ahead and start breeding some traits into the family line, right? Okay, so that's now done. We should now be able to march on 2 more... Can you please select the move where I tell you? Thank you. Move on 2 more forts right along over here, and we're not going to take any attrition in the process, but we're still close enough that we can reinforce each other as needed. A meal to die for. A 45% chance that he dies. Let's go for it and let's see what happens. He's dead! Okay, so I think my alliance is now invalid, but at the same time, I'm also pretty sure that the war with Norway is not over. Okay, I kind of expected that actually would end once the, king died, because it usually does. In this case, no, it did not. How very, very bizarre. Alright then, well, That said, I mean, I don't know how much I need to be worried about you. You might honestly be completely fine. Hello, these guys just landed. This is actually a great opportunity for me to go stomp on them while they do indeed have. The opponent has recently disembarked penalty, which means it's a very good opportunity for me to just jump in here and crush. Camp disputes. I'll just get some opinion with people if possible. Looks like they're happy with that. That's good. Alright, so it looks like we are getting a pretty big numbers advantage, slaughtering a very small army, which is great. And then we're going to take all of you and go march on this one, too. And if you're going to split your forces so I can pick you off, like, with barely any losses on my end, I'm not going to complain. This is perfect. Let's go chase these guys down. Okay, so we're going to go over here, and then we're going to take the other army, and we're going to go over here. And he's been fairly well routed. I don't necessarily want to kill all his levies, because these are levies I'm going to need once I'm King of England. But for now, let's go for this. One army needs to go over here, please. Thank you. Alright. No. One of you, go there. The other, stay. Why are you guys... Okay. Split up. Split in half. One army. Go here. You stay. There we go. Forgot you have to click that new button there. Strategical impasse. We can have improved offense and defense for 5 years. Well, I want to have both, absolutely. That sounds great. I don't even know what the other options are. I don't need to know what the other options are. I'm pretty sure my Harry Marshall skill just gave me the opportunity to get a really good benefit, so we're going to go for that. We're at 40% war score right now because we won some important fights and we have done a couple of successful sieges. There's another one. Now we're going to go to the capital in London, right over Myan. And if we can siege down London, I am pretty sure we are automatically going to win the war. I'm going to go ahead and continue swaying this guy, but now let's go ahead and cancel this. Oh, wait, hang on. King Philippe just declared war on the HRE. What? Wow, France? Okay, sure. No, this is good. The King of France has decided to declare war on the HRE. Well, joke's on you. I'm pretty sure that I'm about to get free of all of this nonsense, so that's fine. Cool. Yeah, no, great. This is absolutely fantastic. You're gonna go siege this down, and that's annoying, but I'm gonna let you, because all that matters at this point is that we just go ahead and grab London. You go march over there if you want. Doesn't matter. Thank you for a little bit of extra cash. Alright, let's go ahead and move my army up this direction. Nope. Right along here, just to get ready, nearby. Should be able to outrace these guys on the siege without any issue. Only a couple of months left. I'm going to keep the attrition relatively low. Got some free progress, and there's London. Okay. So now we're sitting at only 85% war score. I'll be honest, I was expecting to be done by now. So let's see if we can engage and chase off his army, which it looks like we did, no problem. Gonna have you go back down here. And we'll re-siege this, and you go grab Stonehenge and Salisbury. Well, let's just sort of see what happens with that. I did get a little extra cash, which is nice. If we can win these sieges pretty quickly, we'll be in a good spot. How fast are you sieging? 7 months as opposed to my 6 and 6. As long as you don't get any special siege-like bonuses, we should be able to out-siege here. Looks like The Archbishop of Norway has already died, so we can't do much with you. What are the odds I can murder you? 22% chance of success. We could invite some other people, but they're all kind of, you know, expensive. Still, if we could somehow get him killed, that'd be great. We're going to lose London now, but I have to get these forts. So there's that. Let's go over here. See if we can scare him at all, maybe get him to run away. Doesn't look like the answer to that is... Nope, we did not. Okay, that's fine. Get this. Almost there, almost there. You get back onto London, get that process rolling. Just take your time. I'm not looking to take any fights, because remember, I still need to survive against Norway somehow. Gotta be careful of that. We did get a new martial lifestyle perk. Makes sense for me to go ahead and grab the trait Gallant. Gallant is going to get me some extra martial skill as well as prowess. I'm also more attractive in general, and 20% more prestige. Let's go ahead and finish off the Gallant martial trait, and that is now a fulfilled lifestyle. Dunskies, thank you. Okay, so these guys are probably going to go and sail around over here again, because they keep doing that. Yep, there they are. Alright, that's fine. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to get London real quick, and then we're going to have to inherit a new war that I don't like. Mercenary companies are now dismissing. Okay, so let's be aware that we no longer have about 1,600 men that we had before. That's a slight issue, but I'd like to think that a lot of these men are going to end up being mine. So, we can now enforce our demands against King Harold Godwinson of England, and I am going to seize the entire kingdom of England. I get the petty kingdom of East Sussex, or I don't know what that's supposed to be, Sussex maybe. Duchy of Kent, East Anglia, a bunch of different earldoms. I become the Conqueror, William the Conqueror. Gain some fame as well as some extra prestige, so that's all nice. And we get a bunch of vassals in the process, including a queen and a bunch of dukes and other such folks. Well, that's fine. Okay, and all title laws of the Kingdom of England will be cleared. Well, let's go ahead and enforce that demand. Done. So now we have inherited a new war, and this is where I'm a little bit concerned. Let's go ahead and raise the remaining of our armies. We can indeed get quite a few more, and we should do so. But we don't exactly have a lot of cash to work with, nor do I have really any, like, allies or anything. So that concerns me. Can negotiate some alliances with some mayors. I don't really care about that. Too many held duchies, realm, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. If we lose a single fight against Norway, I'm pretty sure that we are going to lose this war. So we have to go and stop him from sieging down North England. That has to happen. He's not going to want to white peace with me. I could hand off a bunch of land. That said, right now, I can get about 8,000 men. Now, it helps that I still have a lot of my special soldiers left over from our invasion of England. That was special event-generated troops. So having these guys is a pretty huge advantage, but yeah, there's a lot more that we are going to need to raise up. There we go, 5,000 more men. Okay, so we can't afford to lose any fights, but I can try to scare him off a little bit, and we have to get these guys up to the lines ASAP. Do that, and I will have the numbers that I need to win this war. In fact, right now, he's only got 2,700, and I'm looking at about 10,000. One would say that that's pretty darn good. In fact, I think that might be almost his entire army. We could possibly beat this as is. We have double his numbers. Also, my son, Prince Robert Curthose of England, has come of age. That's good. Let's see if we can indeed... Well, we can certainly scare him off, if nothing else, so that's good. He's getting back onto the ocean. Let's go and unsiege a few things while my reinforcements arrive. Now, we have to be somewhat cautious about how we hand off all of our territory, right? Because we now have way more holdings than I can handle. In fact, we're bleeding income quite badly from our raised armies and the fact that our domain is just terrible and not giving us much. So we really need to hand off some territory here. So the real thing we need to do is find some English-cultured vassals. The problem is, right now I can only search here by Frankish and Normans. I need to move my capital into London. And to do so is going to be a bit of a trick. I have to be at peace first. So if we can do that quickly, that would be ideal. I'm going to let this guy get locked over here, and then we're going to try to intercept him in Cheshire and see if we can indeed kill him. Because right now it certainly looks like we can, and I think he's locked, though he's getting the heck out of Dodge pretty quick. Can we catch you? We can. Good. Okay. So I do still want to try to get over here and unsiege something, but if we can win this fight pretty quickly, I think we're going to be in a good spot. There we go. Okay, now chase him down somewhere. I don't know where he's going. We've got to win this fight, especially since I am just losing so much money right now. How am I going to get you to peace out? We could try to maybe murder you, but I don't think that's going to work. My queen is pregnant. Good. A chance for a genius child. Heir unmarried. Probably should fix that. Let's think. Intelligent? Irish. An Irish insular Christian. Anybody come with, like, any alliances or anything? No. How about alliance power? Is there anybody we can get? Let's ignore the inheritable cultures for a moment. Some counts and stuff that I don't think I care about seem kind of irrelevant, to be honest. My niece? No, these are all alliances that could end up becoming a bit of a problem. So yeah, we're going to go for an inheritable trait. And if we are going to do that, then maybe going for the intelligent girl makes sense. Alright, let's just try to breed some more traits into the family if at all possible. So, you don't have much in the way of men. I really should be able to win this, it's just I'm heavily in debt in the process. Come on, we gotta win a couple of these sieges and see if I can force a white peace in some way. Let's see. Gain a weak hook on Abu Zanudid, or whatever his name is. He's Andalusian, he's a Muslim. We can force him to become Catholic. He will join my court. All right. Why not? You could actually make for a very good knight. Yeah? That could be fun. Yes, yes, I know that I'm in debt. I'm aware. Thank you. All right. Can you please get down here and see if we can kill him? Certainly scare him off, if nothing else. There we go. So, where are you going? Can we just keep chasing him down? We get this one. Can I split you guys in half? I'm going to have you go here and another army go over here. Trying to get what I can while chasing him down. Murder en route. Honestly, at this point, I think I'm just going to have to explore the area myself, and then I'm probably going to have to just go ahead and ignore this scheme. A 9% chance isn't very good. We're just going to go ahead and just ignore that. Alright, so we're going to smash his army again. And it looks like we did, in fact, actually completely smash it. They've got nothing left. My glory is widely known. William the Conqueror. Yes. This is good. I am heavily in debt. I don't like this. Should have saved a little bit of money, it turns out. Let's see. What's in the name? We name our child Ida. Sure, alright. My wife likes that. She wanted to name the child. Fine. This is a token I'm willing to give you. Richard comes of age. He's ill, unfortunately. He's also cynical, lazy, and shy. Not a very good son, to be honest, but alrighty. So, yeah, let's just... Can we please just end this war quickly so I can go ahead and move my capital? I don't have to play this optimally. I just have to get the achievement, right? Come on. Hang on. Let's sit here for a second so we don't take a lot of attrition. Come on. Get this. A little bit more. A little bit more. There's 2 more sieges down. We're at 1%. Question. Can I now go to you and ask for white peace? They would accept. That's all I wanted. I'm not asking for anything else. Done. White peace. I have officially solidified my hold as the proper king of England. All right. Finally, let us disband all my armies so I can stop bleeding cash. And now, we have to move our capital into England. And the reason we want to do this is so that I can adopt the English culture. So right down over here, now that we are at peace, I can click on this button to move our realm capital into London, and the Earldom of Middlesex becomes the new capital of the Kingdom of England. There it is, looking very nice. Thank you very much. Decisions. Convert to local culture. We can convert to the culture of our capital, which should indeed be English, yes? It is Anglo-Saxon, which I think is what we want, right? There's nothing else that counts as English. I think Anglo-Saxon is indeed correct. Just making sure there's nothing I'm missing here. Yeah, okay. So we're going to convert ourselves to the local culture, and with any luck, the vassals who are of our old culture are going to adopt it for us. So we're going to go ahead and do this, and all of our close family members also are going to do this. It cost me some prestige, but that is well worth it. So we should now be an Anglo-Saxon king of England, which is great. Now my question becomes, who are my remaining vassals, and how do I get them to convert to Anglo-Saxon? Good question. Let's take a look at our court real quick. Minor titles don't matter. Courtiers, courtiers, courtiers. Guests, courtiers. Okay, since apparently court isn't going to be working, let's go for realm. There it is, Count William of Rouen. You, right there. You're Norman. Well, but you're not in the Kingdom of England, so does it really matter that much? That's a good question. This Duchess over here is Anglo-Saxon. This guy is Norman. You've got a title down over there. Question. Let's suppose that I just gave my son the Duchy of Normandy. So that he becomes my direct vassal, and he is of the correct culture, I assume. Robert? No, you're still Norman. You shouldn't still be Norman. Well, let me take a look at something real quick. Let's take a look at achievements. So if you look down over here, let's see, Norman Yoke, there it is. Okay, achievement locked. Starting as William, win the invasion, check. Become English, check. Have only English vassals below you in the Kingdom of England. So who am I missing? What about you? So you are Anglo-Saxon. Vassals. I just want to double check some stuff here. My son is actually already the Duke of Maine, it looks like, which is fine. Finding all of this could end up being a trick. By the way, it looks like a lot of my immediate family members are very displeased. Actually, you know what? I think the issue here is that because they don't like me, they didn't convert to my culture. Okay. Well, this is fine, though. We need to hand off some titles anyway. Let's see if we can find people of the Anglo-Saxon group who are male, who are currently not a ruler, and we're going to create ourselves a bunch of loyal vassals. That becomes my new goal. So let's take, for example, you. We are going to grant you Cornwall. And Cornwall will end up resulting in you getting the duchy if possible. So let's see, grant titles. No, I don't want to give you that. Where's Cornwall? Hang on, I need to make sure I understand where all this is. Duchy of Cornwall does not exist yet. Okay, well that's fine. I'm just going to give you this title then. You can bother creating the title yourself later, okay? So go ahead and have that. So that's going to be one potential duke there. We also need to create a new Duke of Wessex, unless I want to keep that one for myself. I mean, I'm definitely keeping East 6 over here for myself, and I'll probably keep East Anglia. We can create one of Wessex. I think that's going to be fine. So let's go ahead and find some new characters. And let's sort by somebody who's got good martial skill. You will do fine. We're going to grant you this, and this, and this. Right? Yeah. There's only a couple more counties up over here. But that's fine. So I'm going to give you... you know what I'm actually going to create? I'm going to create a new count in Somerset, I think. How about somebody who's got a really good learning skill? Yeah, you'll do fine. Here, take Somerset. You guys can fight over it later. There we go. Okay, so that's fine. And then... I don't even know how the heck you say that. Huishi? I know that that's not correct. I know that it's not, but it's fine. Salisbury, we'll just say that. Somebody who's a really good steward. How's that sound? You would be okay. Sure, I shall grant you this, this, and this. Here, Berkshire. You want Oxfordshire as well, but I'm not going to give it to you. Let's find, let's say, you. I'm just creating a bunch of little vassals. I don't think there's a vassal limit in CK3 like there is in CK2, which is actually very convenient for me. I need to create a new Duke of Kent. Preferably somebody who will be very happy with me. Let's see. You're an imbecile, so I'm not giving it to you. But you make for a very good spy master someday. So let's go ahead and grant you... I'm just going to say all three of these. Done. I only need to give away 2 more provinces, and we're set. I could give away this. Let's see. This son has no titles at the moment. So I'm going to end up giving you, I think, Normandy. You can have this one. There we go. He becomes my vassal as a result. And let's also just find one more character, preferably with a pretty good martial skill. You'll be okay. Grant, let's say, Cambridge. Here you go. Okay, now I'm down to 7 out of 7, so no longer have any issues there. So people should be happy with me, but the problem is I think I still have all the wrong vassals. Just double check. My son is indeed a Norman. Is it possible? Wait! Here we go. Okay, so now my close family members are converting culture. There we go. Alright, Prince Robert and Reeve Osborne has converted culture. Now that people like me a bit better, it looks like this is going to help quite a bit. Okay, we'll see if any more comes out of that. So now you're Anglo-Saxon. You are already Anglo-Saxon. I got a bunch of other kids, but they don't matter. So it seems to me that I've already got a bunch of Anglo-Saxon vassals, right? Let's take a look at some other stuff here, by the way, as far as, like, tech and stuff. Royal prerogative, horseshoes, movement speed, all that's quite nice. Crown authority, doesn't seem very English. And herds, huskarls, ooh, that's pretty nice. Unfortunately, one of my own duchesses is the leader of the English. But now I am the cultural head. There it is. Okay, I was going to say, I probably should be able to take over this. So I'm the one doing royal prerogative. Let's just go ahead and double up on horseshoes. Why not? Movement speed's pretty good, right? Okay, so, what am I missing then? Let's see. Let us find some characters. And we're going to go ahead and reset all of this. We're going to say in my top realm, or perhaps, yeah, my vassals, who are, I can't say not of the correct culture group. That sucks. Alright, Anglo-Saxon, Anglo-Saxon. So Count William right here is Norman. This Count is Norman. This Count is Norman. My question, can I just bury them under somebody else? They're all Counts, they're not Dukes, so let's find out. So you should be located right here. Yes. If I just give my son the duchy, the whole petty kingdom of Normandy right here, grant him this, all of them should be his problem now. And does this mean that I actually am good? I know I'm a little bit over my time, but let's just double check. There's still a Count over here. But you are indeed serving the right person. You know what, let's give this game a month to process. Okay, still haven't got the achievement, so I know I'm missing something. What is it? I don't want to quit the game, because I'm worried I'm going to miss it. Vassals. It's still showing all the people who I don't care about. Highly confused as to why I've got some Norman vassals showing up. Because pretty much everybody else has become Anglo-Saxon. There's a bunch of mayors, but they don't matter. And a bunch of little barons, but they don't matter. Okay. Well, I'm not too sure what's going on with that, but tell you what, we're going to come back to this one. Give me a second to kind of process and figure out what's happening. I think that I've already met all my prerequisites, but it didn't show up. So I'm missing something. I'll figure it out in a little bit. Thank you all for watching. Hope you're enjoying this, and if so, then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. All right, let's go ahead and do it.